Hi. Today I want to talk to you about sound. Welcome back to Behind the Short. I'm your host, Wesley Malott, and today I'm working on the sound design for our upcoming short film, The Duel. And I figured while I'm at it, I'd use this opportunity to talk to you about how you can utilize sound design in your film to further your story. Done. Nailed it. Moving on! Now, when I started out as a filmmaker, I hated sound. But that's because I had no idea what the heck I was doing with it. Because of that, I forced myself to learn everything sound related. And as soon as I got the basics down, I just saw it as another creative process to expand your storytelling. So what is sound design? I like to think of sound design as the process of how we use sound in our films to tell a story. That includes music, sound effects, dialogue, etc. So I'd like to rewind to our short film The Devil's Hour and show you a couple examples of how we utilize sound design to tell a story. If you haven't seen the film, right up here! If you have a nice pair of headphones, please put them on. You can hear the sound a lot better in those. So in The Devil's Hour, we're hit right at the beginning with some creepy, rising music. We did this in order to establish the tone right off the bat, and to let the audience know that they are in a horror movie. Along with the music, throughout this scene, we hear Foley sounds. Those are the sounds that we recorded in post-production and added into the mix to let you hear what the character is hearing. Those sounds are then panned to the left or the right channels, depending on which direction she is hearing the noise from, putting the audience more into the character's shoes. If we jump to the climax of the film, you'll notice that there is no music. So you might ask, why did you get rid of the suspenseful music? We decided removing the music was a much better way to build the suspense than keeping the score playing. By removing the score, we are again thrust headfirst in the character's perspective. We're confused, we're scared, we're anxious, we know something's about to happen, we just don't know when. In most horror films, you can follow the rise and the falls of the music to know when the scares are going to come. But by removing the music altogether in suspenseful moments, you can keep your audience on their toes.
This episode is brought to you by Frozen Pizza. Frozen Pizza, always frozen, never fresh. Frozen Pizza, get it today.
This next example of sound design I'm going to look at is from Marbletown. So Marbletown is supposed to be this dirty, grimy, kind of violent city that these criminals hole up in on a crime spree across the country. Now, in order to make this hotel seem a lot less classier than it actually was, we used sound design elements to try to sell it to the audience more. If you listen to your left channel, you can hear muffled moans of a couple having sex next door.
Damn it, you know I hate fucking drinking.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I said I don't want it.
And if you listen to your right channel, you can hear muffled music from a party on the right side.
Tim, I'm trying to sleep.
This helps give the audience a better understanding that this motel is not peaceful, which helps give the fictional city Marbletown a bit more character. I hope those examples give you some ideas about how you can utilize sound design to help tell your story. That's going to do it for this week's episode of Behind the Short. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please comment on it, like it, share it, subscribe to the channel, and tune in next week for more Behind the Short.
This episode is brought to you by Frozen Pizza. Frozen Pizza. Jesus Christ. Are you a 40-year-old virgin? Do you hate your mom and dad's cooking? Is your mom always on your back to clean your room? Well, do I have a surprise for you. Today and today only, you can get a frozen pizza for only $2.99. You don't have to enjoy your mother's cooking anymore. Frozen pizza. It's okay if it's past the expiration date. It's not even pepperoni. Frozen pizza. Greasier than Mario's taint.